Hello and welcome. You're watching a Christmas special of Sydney Direct. I'm Natalie MacDonald. My guest for today is Katrina Ell of Moody's Analytics. We're talking RBA, the good, the bad, and what we can expect from the future. Katrina, thank you very much for joining us for this Christmas special of Sydney Direct.
It's nice to see you again.
Thank you. Okay, so firstly, we're talking RBA today. Let's see, what did the RBA do well in 2014? Perhaps verbally talking down the Australian currency?
Well, I think the RBA's done a really good job the past couple of years, staying on the front foot, ensuring that the transition away from mining investment and towards domestic drivers has been playing out. And I don't think that they needed to cut rates further in 2014. I think they did a good job just holding steady and making sure that everything was going as expected.
Now, what about what the central bank perhaps did not quite so well? It did receive some criticism for perhaps over-egging a hot housing market. Would you agree?
I think that they just didn't give clear guidance and they were unsure themselves about whether the housing market was overvalued and whether they needed to take action. And I think that they're still unsure themselves whether these macro-prudential policies, which are really targeted specific segments of the housing market, need to be introduced. And I think we're still waiting to see whether something's going to happen.
A lot of talk in 2014, but not really any action. We had a pretty invisible RBA, some would say. Would you agree on that sort of stance?
I think it's important to keep in mind that monetary policy takes time to filter through the economy. Usually it takes about 12 to 18 months. And so while they didn't move in 2014, that earlier stimulus from 2011, 2012 and even 13 was still coming through. And on top of that, because of intense competition for housing loans, we saw lending rates actually decline in recent months. And that was an additional boost outside of an official cash rate move.
That sort of invisible cloak is expected to continue into 2015. A lot of speculation really about how the year could plan out. What are your expectations for the RBA in 2015?
Well, we think the RBA is going to hold steady at 2.5% right through 2015. And that's contingent upon the non-mining sectors of the economy continually to gradually improve. But if they start to disappoint, and we'll get an idea of whether they are disappointing by, early Q1, then it looks like that the RBA will have to step in again and cut rates. And we're looking at that happening probably in the first half of next year.
Katrina, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today. Thank you.
Thanks for having me again.
Our many thanks there to Katrina Ell for taking the time to chat with us. The Dukascopy TV team will be seeing you all the way through the festive period and right into the new year, so do stay tuned. For now though, it's goodbye from me.